animals are touchable, but we don't do that because if he's not familiar with you, or say you have your glasses on and he wants them, he's going to get them. And there's no getting them back without getting tore up. He's not going to get to you, baby, I promise. Without getting tore up. See, like right now, he wants whatever's in my pocket. So we're going to swap pockets here. Can anybody tell me what this animal is? No?
It's a dog with a long nose.
Lever. That's the first time we've ever heard that one. No, that's not it. Hey, what does he look like?
A monkey, my dog.
A raccoon, that's right. He is cousins to the raccoon. He is called a Coatamundi. Well, that's because they're not native here. They're native to Central America. Yeah, so you're not going to see these out in the woods like you do deer and raccoons. Yeah. He's very mischievous and smart, just like a raccoon. He can get in and out of anything he wants. He can open doors, undo locks, undo bolts to get into things. So, yeah, he's a very smart animal. I have no goodies, buddy, and I'm sorry. Usually I keep treats in my pocket.
I don't think he likes me. I think he likes his
He
mom.
can get them. I didn't put any animal crackers in. I didn't. Yeah. So as you can tell, he is a big guy. He has claws. And those claws hurt. Yeah. But it's a good thing that we have pants on. When you don't have pants on, you're wearing shorts, it's even worse. Yeah. You're a sweet boy. They are arboreal, which means they climb trees. So his first instinct is to go up. So if he was out and he got loose, that guy don't want you, he would immediately go to start climbing high. This guy will eat anything we eat. We try not to feed him everything we eat, although he'd probably love a Big Mac from McDonald's. He does like pizza. He does like stuff like that, but we just try not to feed him that much because it's not good for him, obviously. He is not a veggie eater. He should be, but he doesn't like vegetables. The only thing we can get him to eat is corn. But now fruit, absolutely loves fruit, loves lunch meat, grilled chicken. Oh, I see you, buddy. I know. Listen, I don't want you to get in my pocket, okay? Okay, buddy? And he does eat 3 times a day. Yeah, you're not going to get attacked. Diane, will you come get him? Yes. He is looking for treats. Alright guys, a few more rules. If you go into any space, whether it be the barn or up here in petting, do not open gates that are closed and do not close anything that's open, okay? Leave that up to us. We have 4 or 5 staff that will be around helping. You're going to do petting and horse rides up top here in that barn. We're going to split in 2 groups. And then you have your exotics barn down here where you'll do more of your hands-on with the no, not the emu. You'll get to see the emus. But with like our bearded dragons and stuff like that. We have a lot that y'all get to handle, okay?
Turtle's gonna be attacked.
So another rule is, if you do not want to hold or touch any of the animals, you don't have to, okay? We don't want anybody afraid of anything. We're not going to make you uncomfortable. Just like if an animal, typically, we'll show you which ones actually enjoy being messed with. But if it runs away, let it, okay? We're not going to force the animal to have to do anything it doesn't want to do either. Okay, so big rule up in the petting farm, please don't chase the animals. They're going to come to you because you're going to be the one with feedbacks. So you'll get to touch and pet and love on them, but just don't chase them around, please, okay? Yes, buddy?
Do you have crocodiles or alligators in that pond?
We do not.
Oh,
No. All we have is geese and swans. Some fish, a few snapping turtles in there.
Are they big?
They are good size, actually. When the river, we've had some flooding, we've had a few snapping turtles, but they don't want to come out.
Are they alligators have turtles?
No. Oh, no. So, but we do have tortoises up here. I promise you they're not snapping turtles, okay? Y'all are going to ask that. Nobody would ever put a snapping turtle in a petting farm, okay? They are big tortoises, yes. Yes. So, you up in petting farm, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all some instructions up there. before you go in, be sure to hang on to your feed bags. Do not feed anything until Miss Cheyenne lets you go all the way through into the petting farm, okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to get excited and get that feed bag, and you're going to want to feed before you even get in. And then the goats are going to want to come out instead of staying in with you guys, okay? Yeah, we don't need any escapees. They're not going to go far, but still, we'd rather have the goats in the petting farm, not just the kids, okay? And we will do 2 rotations. We have restrooms in both barns. So it's the 5th door on the left in this one, and it's the 2nd door on the left in the other barn. In that barn, it says private on the door as opposed to restroom, okay? Y'all can use any of them any time that you want. Let's see, what other rules do we have? Oh, in this barn, please do not stick your arms through the bars, okay? It's very tempting. We have a lot of stalls in there and a lot of animals in those stalls. Please do not run in there and automatically stick your arms through the bars, okay? Keep your hands to yourself, down to the side. We will obviously let you know when it's okay to pet. We'll bring the animals out to you. You don't have to worry about trying to climb in to get to them. I promise you're going to get to see them all.
They don't need to reach their arms.
Have we ride them?
No, so can you, what?
We ride them?
No, that would be nice though. We do have rideable camels, but no, we're not riding. The only thing you're going to ride today is a horse. Huh? We're not doing ponies because y'all are 7th graders. I know you like ponies. The ponies are up in this front field, so when you get done doing your horse ride, you're more than welcome to look at the ponies and pet and love on them, okay? They're up close. You'll get to see them. We do have a new baby pony that's about 6 months old now. His name's Hero. Yeah. Hero. Because his mama's name is Tina Turner. So yes, the bulls down here, as long as one of us are with you, yes, you can pet them. Those are Scottish Highlands. But do not reach through and do it on your own, okay? Just make sure you have one of our staff members with you. We could probably bring out a bucket of feed and y'all can feed them through the fence. You do. You have to hold it flat. Just like when you're petting, hold it flat. Miss Cheyenne, instead of feeding the tortoises, the pellets that we have, she'll give you some romaine lettuce if you want to feed the tortoise, okay? It's a little easier to feed. And then one animal that you do not feed in petting will be the turkey. Okay? You can love on Thomas. Absolutely love on them. Give them all the attention you want. Just don't feed them, okay? The pellets are a little large, and we just don't want it to choke them. If it falls on the ground and he gets it, don't panic. We don't need to Heimlich the turkey, I promise. But he'll be okay. All right, so what we'll do is split into 2 groups. Do you have that already figured out for us? Awesome, that's fantastic. What school are y'all from? Oh, awesome. I think we had an elementary from there. Last year I brought, last year I brought 2nd. But yeah, we may have had. Nice, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, so if y'all have any questions, you can just ask any of our staff members. It's myself, Tatum, and then we have Cheyenne. Tony's going to be my helper. Up on the horses is going to be Ellie and Vladdy, okay? So if y'all have any questions, just ask. We'll try to give you as much info as we can. It's going to be hard because the attention span doesn't last long when you're in the petting farm, but we'll get through it and then we'll enjoy the day, okay? Awesome. Is Tony done it?
They can leave their lunchbox in the station.
Absolutely, nothing's going to get to it. The dogs are going to be roaming everywhere. Tony, can you bring Cusco, please?
Cusco.
Yes.
Can you imagine what Cusco would be?
Mama?
Yes, where have you heard Cusco from, right? Emperor's New Groove. Yes, it is a llama. If we get them out here. No way. Yes, the geese are escape artists. The geese will fight. Okay, so try not to get too close to them. They do. They're nippers. It's a pretty hard pinch.
The geese are geese.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard pinch, I can tell you that. Yeah, what is it? The geese. Yeah. Now, they don't typically like chase or get too close to you. Yeah, so I got spit on this morning because I was trying to take his food away from him. It is, yeah, they spit at me. If they're going to have to get.
That's what I was asking.
So guys, listen to me. You guys are more than welcome to take selfies with any animal you can get close to. Okay? come over to them.
It's okay to take photos, but you're not playing on your phone all day.
No flash.
But anything you see or you get to hold, yeah, use your phones. Please be generous about it though. We don't want anything vulgar or anything wrong, you know, just be nice about it. And then y'all can share it with your friends and stuff. That helps us out, especially with media, okay?
No flash.
It doesn't hurt them, they're okay. It won't, you're gonna be outside most of the time, so it won't bother them at all. You're good, buddy. Alright, so this is Cusco, our llama. Y'all know the difference between a llama and an alpaca? True? Yeah. Well, so does the alpaca. They do, absolutely. So llamas have a much longer nose and what we call banana ears. So the ears are much longer. So a good sign is when ears are forward, they're comfortable. When ears are back, they're not. So you can remember that about horses, llamas, anything really. If they put their ears back, that just means they're taking a minute to figure out if it's going to be safe or not. But as far as their fur, llamas and alpacas both can be short or long haired. But the alpacas are much smaller in stature. We do have an alpaca. We also have a zebra in the backyard that we'll let y'all go back there and see when we swap out at this exotic farm. But when we swap barns, to let y'all see him. And then at lunchtime, I'll bring out a special guest, okay? Then while y'all are enjoying your lunch, I'll bring out a special little treat for y'all. So if y'all want to, whatever group you're in, homeroom or what have you, as you come by, you're more than welcome to come love on Cusco as you're making your way up to the other barn to get ready for your horse ride. So what I'm gonna need, whichever group's going up top, you're gonna split in half. So half of you will go to the horses. This is half of you will go to the horses and the other half go into the petting farm. And then once the horse rides are done, you'll switch. Okay, and then that whole group will switch back down here when I tell everybody to switch, okay? So whoever's going up there first will split up into two groups.
I'm gonna break the bone. I know, but I
But yes, whoever want to be heading up, y'all are more than welcome to come by and go on your way up to the other bar.
We're honking group. You're home room. Kind of come gather over here by Cusco. Walk to
Set him on his neck or on his back. And then after you pet, just walk on by and Miss Cheyenne's going to lead you up to the other bar. Walk on. Just hang out right here for a minute. We'll go into the other bar. Hey! He did spit. Yes, he spit at the guy in the black sweatsuit. And one reason is because there's just so much noise going around. So that's one thing. When we walk into this exotic farm, guys, we have to stay calm. Okay, because animals can sense craziness. Therefore, they're going to act crazy and don't want to behave, and then we're not going to get to enjoy like we should, okay? Animals are just as sensitive as humans can be. You are going to get to kiss the camel, yes. Isn't his name Abu? It is Abu, yes. If you'd like to kiss the camel, that'll be right at the end for the real thing segment, okay?
Anybody else who wants to pet for Cusco?
No, the ears are back on.
I'm not going to give y'all this because we're waiting for the other class to move.
The ears are back, see? I'm scared. He's to read now. I already did. If he's safe or not.
So, you know, some people don't like big crowds. That's Cusco. You don't like big crowds. When you come in, please watch your step. Scoot on in and go about midways to the left. There you go, thank you. Go about midways to the left, guys. Hey guys, midways to the left.
To the left, guys. To the left. To the left. I got it. Y'all ready for yourself to photo?
I promise y'all are gonna get to see every bit of it. Every bit of it. Alright guys, so first things first, we're gonna each get to handle or touch. So if we bring out an animal, don't like try to crowd to be the first to get to it. I promise everyone will be to handle the animal if they would like to. If you do not, you don't have to. Some are afraid of lizards, some are afraid of hedgehogs, okay? So it's completely up to you guys, okay? Another thing is that I may ask you to sanitize in between certain animals, okay? So like after we handle hedgehogs, we don't want to handle another animal before sanitizing, okay? So we've got little stations right behind you. So just listen if I have any instructions as far as what you can and can't do. At some point, we're going to kind of make a square/circle and let our baby kangaroos out. As long as we stay in that shape, they will stay within us, okay? But if you break that gate, they're going to die everywhere, okay? But you'll have a better encounter of them actually coming up to you. And just like I said, with each animal, just listen to the instructions before each one or after, okay? So we're going to start out with our bearded dragon. Her name is Tootsie. Tootsie Roll. To me from my sister. Her kids quit taking care of her, so she sent her to the farm. All right, Tootsie is probably the calmest bearded dragon you've ever seen in your life. She's typically a yellowish and gray color, but because one of her sands, she turns a little orange, but two, the lights, the heat lamp and stuff like that. Even out in the wild, if she was in brown sand, she turned more orange. So she has what they call a third eye right there, so please, when you're holding her, you can hold her, pass her along. Don't touch her between her eyes, behind her head, like right on top of there, okay? You can pet her here. You can feel her spikes. They're super soft. They're not hard at all. But just be careful right there because that's like a third eye so that if a predator's coming behind her, she sees that shadow, okay? So it helps her stay safe. These right here, can y'all guess what her spikes are used for? Well, kind of defense, but it's a disguise. So if where would she typically live? What do y'all think? In the desert, absolutely. So what lives in the desert? What kind of plant?
Cactus.
Cactus, that's right. So what she can do is if she feels threatened, she can flatten out and poke these out stiff, and then she's hoping that the predator thinks it's a cactus, and she'll sit super still. And that way they don't want to bite the cactus as opposed, So yeah, it's just a disguise. As I said, you can feel it, they're not stiff at all, okay? So we'll start down here and we'll just pass her along. And just careful, please don't drop her. If it scares you, please don't take her, okay? She will not bite, I promise. She's not going to do anything. She's not going to open her mouth, okay? Awesome.
If you're nervous, just let her hold them and use heads. You don't have to hold them.
Yes, you guys can use your phones, take selfies, take some pictures. That's so way You've held a baby dragon before. She is pretty much full size. She's not going to get any larger than that. Tootsie loves to eat fresh food. She does also love mealworms and crickets. One thing about Tootsie, she's a princess. She only eats if she's hand-fed. She does not eat out of her food dish. So we'll put food in there because it's, we keep her food at all times, but she prefers to be hand-fed. So a lot of times we have to, I am not a worm fan, I will not touch a worm, but we have tongs that are like that long. So I use the tongs. We have to hold the grapes so that she'll eat it out of our hands as well. She eats a lot of fruit like grapes. She loves zucchini and squash.
I kind of like that.
And bell peppers. Some of her favorites. The greens, because they live mostly on vegetation, is cilantro.
Alright guys, we're gonna feed Flash here, but I'm gonna try to see if I can make it so you guys can see it a little bit better. There we go. Hey Flash, you about ready for some breakfast, buddy? Hey Flash. Hey. Right here, buddy. You want some food each? Oh, we threw off the line. That's alright. We got a lot more. So this is Flash. He's a two-toed sloth, or two-fingered sloth. You can see that from his front digits. We'll make sure the camera's angled alright for you guys. I'm coming, buddy. So there are two-toed or two-fingered and also three-toed or three-fingered sloths. Flash and Zoe are both two-fingered. So that means that they have full flexibility of their spine. They can swivel themselves 270 degrees. The three-fingered sloths, you'll notice that they're the ones with kind of the perpetual smile, and they rotate more so their head. Sloths keep basically an ecosystem or an ecosystem inside their fur, because when they come down to use the restroom, they get on them what's called the sloth moth. And the reason for that is that helps them with the bacteria that they produce inside their body to actually digest their food. Flash is a really sweet boy. We do pet him. We do not hold Flash. He's 6 years old. Zoe's about to be 1 in December. Let me look over there and see what kind of questions y'all got. So if you guys are just joining us, we are located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. You can come and stay here. There's lodging up above us, and Flash's room goes through this door, 2-story enclosure, and you can also go outside. So if you've ever wanted to have a sloth for a roommate, you can do that here at Ocoee Riverside Farm, and that would be the Camel condo. We also have covered wagons, camels, kangaroo, zebra, fennec fox, horses, goats, donkeys, emus. We have a lot of stuff going on here. We also have covered wagons too. Covered wagons are really cool because the back window kind of zips open and you can see the entire property from there. It's really awesome. So if you guys are just joining us, this is Flash. He's about 6 years old. We do not hold Flash. If you want to hold a sloth, that would be baby Zoe. The reason we can hold baby Zoe is she's been used to that since birth. What I'm feeding Flash is green beans, squash, zucchini, and carrots. And you can actually do this. So if you've ever wanted to come feed a sloth, you can do that here. We also do bottle feeding of baby kangaroos. So a lot of really, really fun stuff. You ready for another one, Flash? We also have some sweet potatoes in here. Sloths have horrible eyesight, like he cannot hardly see. His pupils are just like little tiny pinpricks. The main how they get around is from their smell and their spatial reasoning. A lot of people ask if sloths do have ears. They're right back there. That's where his ears are. Oh, Flash, you dropped one. You want a little sweet potato, buddy? Hey Libby, sloths and koalas. We don't have a koala yet. Those eucalyptus leaves, they're a lot. You want a green bean, buddy? So we're located halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Real easy to get to. How you doing, buddy? You got like a little leaf thing in there. You got it? I'm letting him finish. He's munching on a green bean, and then I'm going to give him another squash there. All right, buddy? Here you go, buddy. So he's eating a green bean right now. He usually eats green beans, sweet potatoes, squash, zucchini. If we ever notice that his poop is too dry, we probably add some fruit. The reason we do that is because they do not have the sloth moth living in the fur that they would in the wild. We've never really had to do anything with Flash because he's awesome. He lives in a great environment. He's fed every day. He gets regular checkups. Flash is amazing, aren't you, buddy? Another bite? Guys, if you see how much he can articulate his spine? See how he twists it all the way around? So you can imagine how they can just climb all over the jungle, right? How cool is that? You guys see how much they're twisted around? It's really cool. Hey Libby, yeah, we're kind of close to Kentucky. It's like another hour and a half or so. Here's a big one, Flash. Big squash. And they don't stink. There's nothing in their fur. They don't have any weird disease. Those are some of the questions that we get. Right, Flash? Hey Chelsea. Ocoee Riverside Farm has been here for about 5 years, and initially it was just lodging, like the covered wagons, and then it started with a llama, and now there's over 100 animals here. So a lot of times when people see these videos, they think we just have sloths. That is not true. We have kangaroos, camels, iguanas, zebra, emus, scenic foxes, obviously sloths, right? Goats, sheep, horses, highland cows, camels. We do camel rides here too. We have 2 camels, Abu and Ed. Ed is simply enormous. For a dromedary camel, he weighs almost 2,000 pounds, which is really big for a camel. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're live at Ocoee Riverside Farm. My name is Kevin Palmer, and we're feeding Flash here. Flash is a 2-toed or 2-fingered sloth. All sloths have 3 digits on the back, but the difference between the 2 and 3 is right there on the forearms. There's a lot of other differences also. Their spine is different. The 3-toed cannot articulate as much as the 2-toed. The 2-toed can basically spin all the way around 270 degrees. You want to show them, Flash? You want to show them how you can spin around, bud? Look at that. How cool is that? Here's a big spinner. Pretty neat. See how much he can articulate around? So flexible. He's like the original yoga master. You want another one? Hey, buddy. See, he's very, very gentle. Right, Flash? He's a good boy. So if you guys have ever wanted to have a sloth for a roommate, this is where you can do it, at the Ocoee Riverside Farm. You want to book the camel condo, and he goes through this door right here. This is his main enclosure, 2 stories up. Has lots of branches for him to climb. It's not just this little area. So when he climbs up inside there, you can actually see him from the camel condo. It's really cool. And then he has an outside area that he goes to also. So 2-toed sloths can slow their metabolism down to where they only consume like 300 calories a day. It is amazing. Guys, we're going to let Flash go back in his main enclosure, and you're going to get to see where he normally hangs out. Come on over here, buddy. Over here. Hey Hannah, you can come hug Zoe, that's the baby, and she loves to be hugged. You wanna come in here, Flash? Come on, buddy. Hey Ellis Girl, we are in Benton, Tennessee. The link to our website is in our bio. So we're halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Aren't we, Flash? Hey buddy. Hey Flash, you want the last green bean? Hey Colin from Scotland, how you doing, man? Hey Andrea, you can come visit us at Ocoee Riverside Farm. Hey Hannah, no, we are in the United States. We are in Benton, Tennessee. I'm gonna look and see what temperature it is because he wants to go outside. I think it's too cold, buddy. Good morning, cameras. I'll go ahead and the baby kangaroos, right? Nope, we didn't get any snow. We usually don't get much. We might get a little bit, but it's not going to be a ton. That little guy's name is Flash. Flash is the name of the sloth. And this is Baku, the armadillo.
When the kangaroos come into the middle of you, if you'll just hold your hands out, they're going to come up to you because they're going to be curious. Please, do not break the circle. They're going to come up to you, I promise.
Be calm, and they'll grab at the kangaroo.
No, throw it in.
They do that. They roll nails on their little hands. Let me get some sanitizer. Alright guys, so once the kangaroos come out, like I said, just kind of, y'all can step back over there. I promise we get you there. There you go. They're gonna come out. We have Rosie and Josie. There we go. Alright, so if you just stick your hands out, they're gonna be curious. So Rosie and Josie are 12-month-old kangaroos. Can y'all guess the size? Y'all can get down on your knees, sit on your bottom, whatever. Be comfortable. Can y'all guess the size of a kangaroo when it's born?
6 foot. Oh, no, what is
Well, it's not there yet. They can get up to 6 foot. Males can. So what size do y'all think? Maybe the size of a softball, golf ball. What do y'all think? How big do you think a kangaroo is when it's born?
5.
An orange.
A jelly bean, absolutely correct. They are teeny tiny. They are only in the womb for 33 days before they're born. And then they make their way to mama's pouch and they stay there for the next 3 to 4 months.
So that's why they do most of them.
That's what they do. Yes, 95% of their growing. Exactly. So kangaroos can't go backwards because of their tail. So they always put their tail down. It's a third leg. It's also what they sit back on with all of their body weight to be able to kick you. They do kick. They do box. They actually do box. Totally. No joke. We have a couple male kangaroos out there. Yes, they box. The girls are a lot calmer. They're super soft. We do nothing to groom them. They stay like that naturally, even the ones that live outside. These are known as red kangaroos, even though they're gray. They actually lose their red the older they get. So most of them, like Rosie, has black dots in her ears. She was full red when we got her at 7 months. And then as she's gotten older, most of the females will lose their color. So she lost her color. Now Ruff out there, our big boy, that's big muscular guy, he actually is still red. He never did lose his color.
Still need it.
Yes. Very easy. We do have a chinchilla, but we can't bring her down because it's not cold enough. They can't get above 72 degrees. They'll overheat. So it hasn't quite been cold enough. We'll bring her down probably next week and she'll get to stay down in the barn.
Oh, those things.
So in Australia, kangaroos outnumber the people. Just like we see deer around here, in Australia it's not a thing for them to see a kangaroo on the side of the road. That's not it. She's just going to stand up. You can't go backwards. They're looking for a gap. Exactly what they're doing. They're seeing if there's a escape. Their tails are solid muscles.
I fed both of them.
So a kangaroo at full speed can go up to 35 miles an hour.
I'm not getting 40 feet of that thing.
Yeah. That's just, they're super quick. They're pretty lazy throughout the day, actually. They're really active early in the mornings and late in the evenings. It's okay, I promise.
The kangaroos.
get them out, okay? It's okay, I promise.
No, the kangaroos can come.
They were just looking for a way out. They can jump up to 6 foot high, guys. If they have to, they have to. We're gonna stand around. There we go. So if they had to, when they're full grown, they can jump up to 6 feet high. These females, they are born with pouches. So female kangaroos do have pouches. Okay, bro. Yeah, did y'all skate?
I'm so beautiful. Come on.
Did you box them?
They just use them as a Yes, so now we're going to move on to camels, okay? Yes, so what I'm going to have y'all do, we're going to put the kangaroos up and y'all are going to go to that side.
Hey, brother,
The kids are already in
I got this.
Keep your circle.
Make the circle go this way.
Oh yeah, their tails are their handles. So we're going to bring out Ed Ocoee. Ed is
yes, please tell us something.
yeah, this is this got straight on, back straight. Ed will cooperate. He's going to come on out here. He's about to grow. He doesn't like his It's okay. So if you've ever seen Star Wars, y'all ever watch Star Wars? Yeah. After they do the noise, it's camel noises. Compared to other animals much taller. It is the one that you can ride here. He started out in the circus, they both have, and then they went to Emerald Coast Zoo. So Ed is the one that you ride, Abu is the one that you love on. You can ride Abu, I've ridden him a couple times. But Abu gets a little frisky when it comes to the riding experience. That tends to scare some people. So, two kinds of camels. You have Bactrian and Dromedary. Dromedary is your one hump camel. It's a D on its back, one hump. Okay, that's kind of how you put it up. A D on its back, two humps. These are two different kinds of camels. He has 3 eyelids, all voluntary. One to shut out for dust in the sand. 2 is to shut out for water. 3 is to go to sleep. Okay, so they can control all 3. He can actually close off his entire face, heavy boy. His entire face, his nose, eyes, ears, mouth, and everything to be able to go underwater or to withstand a sandstorm. Yeah. He grumbles a lot because he doesn't want to have to. He thinks he's going outside to do rides. He doesn't want to. So you guys are more than welcome to come up to Ed and get a selfie beside him so that you can see how large he is. He's not going to do anything to you. Remember, do not go for his face. Don't pat on his neck.
Can we stay in line this time?
Yes, right. Stay in line, that's fine. And we'll get pictures. You can get a picture. You can look up and see how large he is. Too cold. So one thing is you want to picture. So the thing is they do not store water. Okay, everybody thinks that they come on their back is storing water. I promise you, it just looks like you did. There you go, buddy. So what it is their fat cells and their blood cells will dehydrate and shrivel kind of like a raisin. No, y'all want to go very close to it. He will not spit, I promise you. He's not going to spit on you.
We're going down the line.
You take a picture.
So their blood cells and their fat cells are what holds all the water. Okay, so they can get super dehydrated. Good job. Yes. He has no desire.
Guys, cut it real quick.
So they do shed. Right now they have a winter coat. In the summer they shed that hair and are a lot smoother. It's not big hair. Well, they have the rough spots on their knees and elbows, and they have his chest plate. So right under his sternum here is a big, thick 7-inch leather plate. And that's meant for when he lays down on the desert sand, it keeps his body off the sand from being burned. You'll get carrots in a minute. There you go. Somebody has a number to share? So these guys can withstand negative 40 degrees just like they can in the desert. Most people think that camels live desert only. But no, they can go up to negative 40 as well.
Yeah, because at nighttime the desert gets really cold.
It sure does. Very, very cold. So they can be covered in snow, but it's not going to bother them at all. Ed and Abu, the reason why they're side by side and there's a window in their stalls, they're codependent. They were born days apart from each other, but raised together all of their lives. So one grumbles if the other one grumbles. If you take one out, the other one doesn't like it. A lot of times they won't move if one doesn't move. Yeah, very codependent. All right, I'll open that gate, so hopefully she'll go through. Yes.
How tall is it?
No, you're right.
So Ed here weighs 1,750 pounds.
He looks like.
Abu is 1,300 pounds.
Do we have to sanitize?
Maybe that's the other one.
You can sanitize. The more you sanitize, the better.
Maybe that was.
Oh, good job.
Solution.
Oh, you can do that. You can get a carrot.
Solution, you're not going down.
And then after this, we'll bring out Abu and we'll do the kissing for it. So a camel of this size, even though he's gigantic, actually has probably some of the smallest poops you've ever seen in the world. Because he reserves all of his water. Their poop can be so large that they can use it to start fires. to give him kisses like that. So you don't have to touch him. And he cannot come to you, so he's going to stand perfectly still. You come up to him and you make the kissing sound. You go, mwah, 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 mwah. And he's going to come down. He's not going to pucker his lips up and actually feel like you're getting a kiss, okay? He'll just get really close to your face and some spot, okay? Camel slobbers are the best, right? So Abu here was the one that if you rode Ed and you were afraid of camels and didn't want to ride, then you got to love on Abu. So he kind of stayed right there beside Ed. If we take Ed outside to be rides, Abu has to go with us. They have to see each other at all times. Hey, we had them in separate stalls up there and it didn't go over well. Then we put them in the same stall. That didn't go over well either because Ed's a little pushy. Hi, Abu. You see how small Abu is compared to Ed?
Yeah.
It's still a little bit tiny, buddy. All right, ready? See, that's all you do, okay? Do not grab his face. Y'all can pet his neck, obviously. Okay, that's not a problem at all. But he is known as our kissing camel. I don't know that you'd find another kissing camel in Tennessee. Possibly, but I don't know of one. So does anybody want to kiss the camel?
Okay, we'll start back at the front again. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Come on. Keep your hand out of his face. There you go. There you go. So camels do know what they can eat, what they cannot eat. Good dog. So they're kind of picky. Abu here will taste and smell everything before he eats it. He's not one that's just going to run right up to it. He's very curious. Some of their favorite greens are definitely greens. They love turnip greens, romaine lettuce, carrots, obviously. Funny thing is they will not eat bananas, but they'll eat banana peels. But they can also eat thorns, okay? So there's thorns out there that can puncture your car tire, and these guys can eat it as if it's candy. Won't hurt them at all. You like our yellow shoes, huh? You gotta make the kissing sound. He must smell perfume on some of y'all. Yeah.
Smells that one up there.
It smells good when it's cold. Make the kissing sound big and loud and he'll come to you. Good job. He's got some thick curly hair, doesn't he? Like this. There you go. Come in front of him.
Nobody wants to kiss him.
There you go. You'll get you a treat in just a minute, buddy. You smell my perfume. Yeah, they're all about perfumes. Everybody kiss the food here. Hey, good boy. All right. Come here, Ed. All right, really quickly, y'all saw the largest animal that we have on this farm, which is 1,750 pounds. I'm going to show you an animal that's 25 grams. Is there a bear? It's a mouse. No, it's a microphone. It's not the biggest one. What? Oh, no. Not that. Like, wow, this guy can be super nervous, okay?
Guys, I didn't figure you're gonna be able to see that, so I thought we'd walk outside. A lot of people were just joining us. They've never seen anything from us before, so I thought I'd show you a couple other things out here. What they were looking out inside was a micro squirrel, which is super cool, but they're sometimes a little bit hard to see on the camera. So this is our alpaca here, hanging out in the morning, getting some grass. Also, what you're looking at right there is the Camel loading platform. It's where we do our camel rides. Right there behind that, the white thing that you see, that is one of the wagons. So you can stay in a covered wagon here. Super comfy. Yeah, Connor, it is a field trip day. Do you have to take a class to learn about the animals? I didn't take a class. I do a lot of reading, but we are getting some more certifications because we have so many awesome animals, and we want to be able to offer the kids some certifications. Because who doesn't like getting a sloth certification? Kangaroos are right behind the zebra, and sometimes they hang out in just one spot. But we'll move over there and see if we can get a little bit closer. Where are you from there, sexy devil? We're in Benton, Tennessee. Hey, Marty. How you doing, buddy? We're going over here because a couple people asked, where are the kangaroos? Kansas. That's not too far. Well, they kind of cruised away. I'm gonna pull it back so you guys can at least see the zebra. Marty, I don't have anything, buddy. Should you be scared of zebras? Well, no zebras have ever been domesticated, so we're not going to try to ride them or anything like that. you should visit. It's super fun. We're open all year round. There's never really there's never really a bad time to visit. It does get a little cooler in the winter, but it's not really that bad. If you're during the summer, we have the Ocoee River right here also. It's actually right behind the wagons for the lower. But if you want to go rafting, we have world-class whitewater rafting also. Alright guys, we might be back later on, but we will definitely be on tomorrow, and we're working on making this experience a lot better for everybody else who's been watching. Yes, we are the ones that have the sloths. We have 2 sloths, Zoe and Flash. Zoe you can hold, Flash you can feed and pet, and then if you wanted a sloth for a roommate, you can do that here also. That'd be the Camel condo. So a lot of cool stuff happening here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. So again, thank you so much for joining us. And we'll be back soon.